filmed in the Arctic Refuge and across Alaska's north in all the different seasons. So there's a massive difference whether we go out in wintertime or in the spring or summer. In winter, you have to imagine that days are very, very short. You have pretty much darkness that lasts, through most of the days even. Later in February, the light starts to come back for longer hours in March. So that's the time that we mainly spend out there. But the temperatures are still, can go down as far as minus 40 degrees. And it's really survival out there. We have good tents. It doesn't mean that it doesn't get minus 40 in the tents as well, but we can sometimes set up a little stove in it and warm it up for a brief period of time. So being very well prepared for being and surviving out there in the wintertime is really crucial. You have to imagine you crawl into your sleeping bag at minus 20, 30, or 40 degrees. You can make it a little bit easier by warming some water up, and that hot water bottle you put inside the sleeping bag with you to kind of get a head start on being warm. In the summertime, it's the other extreme. We have eternal sunlight. The sun never sets. When you're on the North Slope, it can even get warm. The sun could beat down 24 hours a day. And what gets really difficult are the mosquitoes. And so it's a very different set of problems that you may have out there. What's typical in the summer is that we sleep during the middle of the day because we want the best warm light at night when the sun doesn't set to film the animals. So we would, film from, for example, 9 o'clock in the evening until 4 o'clock in the morning, come back, eat some breakfast, which is just simple oatmeal. And that's the same in winter. You just boil some water, pour some oatmeal in it, and we have dried nuts and with it mangoes or craisins and so on. So it's all of the food is very simple. Don't ever think of a fancy meal. After a few weeks, people crave hamburger or anything cooked like that. We eat a lot of dehydrated food, and we can put them into dry bags, put it into a bear safe container while we're out there. Every so often, maybe you catch an Arctic grayling, a fish, and have some fresh, fish with it, because the photography is so important. Everything really revolves around the photography and the filming. We don't sleep a lot unless it's winter and the darkness kind of prevails. But even then, if it's good northern lights, we definitely constantly are looking for the northern lights. So you get very little sleep there too. If you're on the outside and the temperatures are low like this, everything freezes. So you have to imagine you don't ever have like running water, or even just, you always have to boil the snow and get, the ice and snow melted and keep it warm in thermoses, just to even have drinking water throughout the day and so on. So it's very, very different than people can probably imagine. Yeah.